Hi, everyone. My name is Emma Rauschkalb, and I'm the Director of Marketing at 24/7. Thank you for joining our webinar, Tips for Virtual Networking. As we operate in the shut-in economy with working from home as the new norm, we wanted to share our best practices for virtual networking so you can continue to make connections while staying inside. Online or virtual networking is a lot like networking in person. It requires time and dedication for it to be successful. When was the last time you sat down and thought about who you know, who you'd like to know, or who you'd like to know better? Start by making a list of people, former colleagues, alumni, friends of friends, who you'd like to include in your virtual networking strategy. Some of these people will be easy for you to reach and connect with. Others might take a bit more time. Notate the industry each one works in and whether or not you have their contact information. Now that you have your list, it's time to hit social media. Contrary to popular belief, it's not enough to add a few new connections on LinkedIn or friends on Facebook and call it a day. Developing meaningful relationships that could potentially help you in your career will take time. Start with the list you made earlier and do your research to determine which platform you'll use to reach out. Once you've made connections, start a conversation, either checking in or sharing a piece of relevant industry news. If you don't feel comfortable reaching out right away, see if the person has made a post recently that you can like or comment on. The idea is to stay in front of people so you're top of mind and then take the opportunity to start a conversation when it feels right. When it comes to LinkedIn, the platform gives you the opportunity to have a public or private profile. For the purposes of networking, we recommend public. This allows you to be searchable and people can see when you look at their profiles. If you'll be using Facebook and Instagram to grow your professional network, audit your profiles to make sure they're appropriate. If you have some downtime and are looking to make more connections in your industry or field, we recommend publishing some of your own content. Choose a topic, whether you want to focus on a recent trend or a new piece of technology, and come up with your own spin. Once you have something ready to go that is authentic and adds value, you can publish it to LinkedIn or your blog if you have one. From here, you can share your article to social media or email it to the connections on your list from earlier. Everyone is looking for information and content, especially right now. By creating your own thought leadership, you'll provide value and a unique point of view. Sharing your opinion will help you get to know others better and help them get to know you and feel more connected. Another way to grow your network online is by joining groups. LinkedIn, Facebook, and Meetup have thousands of groups focused on a wide array of topics. Once you're in, it's time to join the conversation. Whether you share an article you read or the one you wrote, or comment on someone else's content, you'll want to engage and make your presence known. Groups are also a great way to stay up on industry news and gain a new perspective. A great way to keep yourself motivated while you build your network online is to attend an industry webinar. Attending a webinar will add to your knowledge base and skill set, as well as elevate your personal brand. We also recommend signing up for webinars to learn what trends are emerging in your industry and potentially make new connections in your field. If you attend a really interesting webinar, follow up with a thank you message to the host, or consider crafting a recap based on what you learned and sharing it in your networking efforts. These extra steps go a long way in setting you apart as a candidate and a professional contact in your field. Now that you have a number of new connections and have started some meaningful conversations, it's time to ask for a date. We have become big fans of the Zoom coffee date at 24/7. Virtual meetings, coffee dates, happy hours are great ways to stay in touch with people and develop deeper connections. Busy professionals are likely going to have more free time now given the current quarantine restrictions, so it's the perfect time to reach out and ask. Video meetings tend to feel more personal than a phone call, so we recommend going that route if you have the opportunity. As you're developing new connections to help you grow professionally, feel confident in doing the same for others. Offer to mentor someone behind you in school or in a more junior position at work. Providing guidance to others will not only feel good, but will also help you process everything you know about your current role and may lead you to think of ideas and trends in a new way. Plus, you never know who your mentee can introduce you to. The goal with networking online is to develop relationships that will last, with the hope that one day you may meet in person. Keep these new connections warm by continuing the conversation on email, via phone, or by virtual coffee date. Networking takes time, so don't expect it to happen overnight. By incorporating some of these steps into your weekly routine, you'll make meaningful connections that could turn into long-lasting relationships. We want to thank you for joining our webinar and hope the information today was useful. For more insights, please visit our blog at 247talent.com.